it's a
Okay, just give me one moment. Let me share the board and then, okay, we can start it now. Well, let's talk about your neighbors.
mm, I think it's so. I keep it because mm, I live in apartment. So sometimes I move from this apartment to the other. And even though I live in the same my same home, but the other my neighbor always change. So sometimes I make acquaintance with some neighbor, but in some while they move the other place. So I will make acquaintance with new neighbor. So I think I can get on well with them. But I think it's in a room. I think it's in I guess in a social level.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. So since, yeah, sometimes neighbors of course change and you see new people, so there is no rule that you should have good relationship with every neighbor. Okay, just you said get acquaintance, something like this. I heard that. Get acquaintance or make acquaintance. Yeah, I've heard something like this. Okay. Let's see. You mean get to know. So you want to say it's more of a social thing. Okay, so as you said, you live in apartment and sometimes you move from one to another. Okay, so even if you stay, when you stay the same in the same place, your neighbors often change.
Yeah,
So sometimes you can say, oh, let me type. Sometimes I get to know, okay, a few of them, but eventually they move somewhere else. So then you meet new neighbors. So you usually get along well with your neighbors, okay? It's mostly on a social level, as you said. It's mostly on a social level, not more. Yeah, got it.
yeah.
Okay, yes. And let's see. Uh, have you ever had I don't know, like annoying, noisy neighbor?
Noisy. In fact, my home is far. I think there is a gap between the next labor. So I don't feel and I don't hear any voice from neighborhood, from neighbor. So I and most of people who live in a flat, I think they they don't have the acquaintance to talk to. But when they live in a house, they they have a habit to chat or uh, to have a party with each other. But live in a flat, live in apartment, we don't have a habit to make noise, to have dinner, to have a party with a neighbor. Sometimes we have a party, but mostly I always try to invite my friend mostly,
Yeah.
but seldom I invite a neighbor.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, got it. So there's a gap you said between your house and your neighbor. Yeah, your nearest neighbor, right? So you said there is a gap, right? So you don't hear any sounds
not
coming from
near.
them. Yeah,
Yeah, of course.
of course, got it. So actually, this is really good. And so, yes, people who live in apartments don't really have acquaintances to talk to. Yes, but when people live
Yeah,
in houses, as you said, yeah, they
they
often
live.
chat or they
Yeah.
host parties. They chat, they host parties because they live in a house and with their neighbors. And of course, you don't have the habit of making noise. That is really good. And, or I don't know, throwing parties with your neighbors. So that's really good that you don't. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, let me share the book. Wow. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's talk about the word typical. Okay. And I want to know, I want to ask you about a typical, I don't want to ask about just wedding attire or wedding dress. So I want to know about a typical Vietnamese behavior. So do you tell me about it, a normal standard. They say, okay, when you see people say, okay, this person is Vietnamese, so something in common.
Mm, in general, Vietnamese is warm and more the friendly. Um, when I compare it with the other people in my country, I think Vietnamese people behave well and warm, open mind. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm, in general, in Asia, most people live in they live in an open mind. I think so, but it a little bit different. Uh, it, it's different to compare with Western country. I
yeah.
think Western people behave a little bit close. They not they are a lot open-minded.
Ah,
I
really?
hear that for
They're not.
example,
Yeah, that's great.
I hear that for example, Englishmen they are very close. They are the very not open-minded, even though German people, I think so. But Vietnamese, Japanese,
Yeah,
um,
they're open-minded.
Chinese, yeah, more the open-minded. Especially Japanese people, they are the very high
Really?
and very generous.
Yeah, okay, so I want to ask you, so tell me about this, your definition and the meaning of open mind, because I can't, because you say Western are not open, so what you exactly mean when you say open-minded? Could you please clarify it so I can
Uh,
understand? Maybe
the
there is a misunderstanding.
open
Okay.
open mind. I mean that the people is very um, generous and ready to help people and not close. It's easy to make friends and easy to get on well.
Yeah.
But some country I like, for example, German and English. I think they are very close, not open mind. It's
Close-minded.
easy for us to make friends with them.
It's not okay, so let's
It's
talk about
opinion.
let's talk about this word because I think we need to use another word. Open mind. Actually,
Yeah.
Western countries are famous for
Yeah.
their open mind people.
Yeah. For
So,
example,
yeah.
when some foreigner home Vietnam, it is
Yeah.
easy. to get on well. And Vietnamese people are the very warm, very
Of
uh,
course.
friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
Yeah,
got it. So human, of course, Vietnamese are always ready to help, and they are not closed off. So it's
close,
easy to make
close.
friends, to get along well with others. However, you think actually about German or maybe other people like British or English people, you feel like they can sometimes be more reserved. It's not open mind or closed because it has different meaning. Yeah,
Reserve,
reserved or
reserve,
closed. Okay, or yeah, reserved or closed minded. It's okay. So you can say,
close minded.
yeah.
Reserve. Yeah,
Yeah, once you get to know them, of course, it can be easy. Yes, you're right somehow, but again, depends on the country, but not every country. But open mind, it's when you keep an open mind or you have an open mind, it's like you are willing to consider new ideas, opinions, and it's exactly the same as we do. So I think human they're more reserved, and I definitely agree with you because Asian people maybe are more friendly, warm. They're warm, friendly. But yes, Western people not that much. Of course, not everyone. We have exceptions. Yeah, but there is something. Okay, this is about like American culture. Let me say. Americans are I can say that comparing just British, okay, comparing, okay, we can say that Americans are more friendly, and so we always smile, and we like making friends, and just getting to know all the people. But yes, I used to live in London, and you're definitely right. For some years, and even I was American, and I actually did the same language, but I couldn't. I was like, so why they're like, I don't know, so cold, unfriendly, just arrogant. Somehow, yeah, you are right. They're a little bit more reserved, but open-minded, no, because when you use open mind, it can have different meaning. They are open mind, but
yeah,
maybe they are not really friendly. Yes, and I definitely agree with you. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
yeah.
So, okay. And this word that is typical is actually a good one and a good word. We normally use it a lot. It's really good word and we use it. Okay, and the next one that is communal. When we say communal, actually it means public, public.
Communal.
So, for example, a group of people who share something, who work together. So depending on the context. So it's like shared, public, collective, joint. Okay. For example, I don't know, the building had a communal garden for all residents. So this is another word. And this is an adjective. Uh, Let me see. Somewhat common, but it's not an everyday word. You know what I mean? We don't use it just in everyday conversation. We don't use it, okay? We often say, because it's a little bit academic, it's formal. So there are better like phrases or words that we can use, like shared, like public. So, but communal is good, but is often used in formal academic context. Yeah. But tell me about this one. Do you have any just communal facilities like pool or garden in your building for all residents or no?
Yes, of course. All most of the apartment have a communal pool garden for all the citizens who live at apartment to use. Um, some modern apartment also have a gym, gym center, swimming pool, a garden, and uh, many convenience
Facility.
mm,
Do you use them?
equipment. Yeah,
Do you use them?
my apartment. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We always use for example to swim every day, to take a walk around a garden, to sitting a garden or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, very good. So,
But I think it's free, only free for one for their community. For example, some apartment who have a swimming pool, maybe they only search for their community
of
who
course,
live in that apartments,
residents, you
but
mean
the other
for residents.
residents, yeah,
Yeah, of course.
for their residents, yeah.
Yeah, of course, for
But
residents.
some park, some park for the everybody to
Yeah.
walk,
Ah,
to sitting, or yeah, to
got it.
visiting, yeah.
Yeah,
But
got it.
equipment or the facility in apartment for only their residents.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, got it. So most apartments have some conveniences like swimming pool, garden, and many other conveniences just for all residents, but not everyone allowed to use
Yeah,
them. Yeah. Well, and this one that is flat, okay.
flat,
So we have flats,
flat.
yeah, flat or apartment. So what's the difference between flat and apartment? They are the same actually, British American. So like flat is uh American, just American English. So it's like, and we have apartment, okay, and it's really good. So in British American, okay, but we can say that in British and American, it's somehow different, okay, but we can use it. In American, this flat has a drawing room, kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom, okay. Now, you tell me about a typical, okay, flat. Vietnamese flat apartment. So we say apartment or flat, so both of them.
Vietnamese flat. That
Yeah.
I think there is a bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, and living room. Most
Yes.
of flat
Yeah.
uh, has a typical room like that.
Yeah.
Living room, bathroom, kitchen, and bathroom, and bedroom.
Yeah. Of course, got it. Yeah. Well, okay. So, yeah, it's a typical Vietnamese flat or apartment. So, let's see. Okay. Uh, just let's talk about the meaning of flat. Just this word has different meaning. Here we mean apartment as a noun, but the meaning in American is different. As I told you, just the use of this word in American is somehow different in British, but you can also say, as I told you, apartment, or because mostly we use this meaning is apartment, but of course you can say flat, so it's your choice. And get on with. Of course, get on with someone means to have good relationship, and it's good one, good phrasal verb. And I didn't get on with her at work either. We fought like cat and dog. Yeah, okay. So, tell me how important is to get on well with neighbors, especially how important it is.
I think when we live in community, if I can get on well with neighborhood, it's very good. When because when we meet each other, we feel it's very friendly and very comfortable. If I can get on well with the labor when we meet them, I of course I don't feel happy. I don't feel comfortable. So get on well is very important
Yes,
uh,
important.
in when we live in some community.
Yeah, of course, very good. So it's really important to get on well with all the people, especially when you live in communities. Yes, of course. So it can be coworkers or like your neighbors. Just the word comfortable, the pronunciation is comfortable. Yeah. You feel it feels friendly
Comfort.
and comfortable, but if you don't get along or get on with, get along is
Um,
another. So we have get along with or get on with. There are synonyms. Get along with or neighbors, especially. You won't feel happy. You won't feel comfortable when you are together. Yeah, of course. So it's really important. Yeah. And now the next one that is virtually, okay. What is the meaning of this? Learning probably takes place in virtually every activity in which we take part. Okay, but what is the meaning? Here, this is an adverb. Okay, and virtual is another word, virtually is another. As adverb, it means almost. But virtual is different, that is like
almost
adjective. Yeah, this is almost, or
person,
like, yeah, it can be, of course,
not really.
effectively, depending on, of course, depending on the context. But here we say almost, particularly, or for example,
On,
yeah, like almost or nearly. So different adverbs, but here
on,
almost
nearly,
is good. Yeah, of course. For example, the store
almost
was
nearly.
virtually empty. Yeah, by the time we arrived, the store was virtually empty, like almost empty. So it has different meaning, like essential, but not now, or essentially, but not now. Okay, well, do you want to use it in a sentence? Do you want to use it?
Mm, m- my inversely uh, my head Bopeni take place inversely. Um, I feel it is empty now. I
I didn't catch. Well,
my brain my brain take place inversely.
virtually empty. Okay, yeah. So you want to say, my brain is virtually empty. Okay, my
Mm,
mind, you mean? Yeah, my mind is. But let's see. First of all, I heard that you use in. Here, in is not virtually just one adverb, okay? Take place in every day, but we could put virtually between in and every day. But it's not a part of adverb, just virtually. Yeah? So you can say, yes, my mind feels completely blank. So here, or virtually blank. So it's completely or virtually. So you can say this. Yeah, it's okay. But empty, maybe, I don't know, it's not really, blank is okay. Yeah, empty is good. But my brain is empty, my mind is blank. So I did a blank. So something feel blank. So maybe feels blank
feel
means
blank,
is empty.
empty.
Yeah.
Feel blank
Mind,
is
yeah,
empty.
when your mind feels blank means you can't think of anything. My mind is feeling blank right now. I can't think about anything at the moment, so nothing. But when you say my brain is empty, okay, so it's somehow a little bit different, but it's okay. You can use both of them. And virtually, why not?
My mind
Yeah.
is empty.
Yeah, my mind is, no, no, no. My mind, okay, feels blank. My mind feels blank right
My
now.
mind blank
Yeah.
is empty.
Yes. My mind feels blank right now. Yeah. So I have nothing to, I can't think about anything right now. Okay, especially it happens after a long working day.
When
And
in Rome,
this one,
Rome,
when in Rome, do as the Romans
do
do.
when do.
This idiom. Okay, I
My
think you
mother
can
taught
guess the
us.
meaning of this. Of course, you can guess the meaning of this
I
because
can
it's
guess.
clear.
My
Yeah,
mother always taught us. That's when in Rome, do as the Romans.
yeah, of course.
That is how today we are able to get along with
Yes,
every kinds of people.
yeah, of course. And means when
I don't.
in a new place, follow. Oh, I will change the color, local customs. Now let me change the color. Okay. Yeah,
When in new place, follow a local customer,
yeah,
local custom,
yeah. Adapt. Okay, so
adapt, adapt,
yeah, like adapt.
adapt.
Yeah. Okay, so let's skip this part for now since there is no time to keep it going. Okay, the next time we will keep going with the rest of this topic. Okay,
Yeah, thank you, teacher.
I
See
thank
you on
you.
Wednesday.
Of course, see you. Have a
Yeah.
great time and see you.
Bye, teacher.
Goodbye. Goodbye.